inside the chaotic reinvention of Meghan Markle. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. So grab a snack and a drink and hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. All right, best friend, we gotta talk because first of all, happy Sunday. I'm so grateful and thankful to end the week with you, and so grateful and thankful to start the week with you tomorrow. I don't take any of you for granted, and I really just wanted to say thank you for your love and your just you being here. Taking time out of your day to hang out with me means the world. So if you are new to my channel, it's sort of like we're on a FaceTime call, very comforting. We film in my closet, very cozy, very comforting. That's sort of the content that I do. So without further ado, let's talk about Meghan Markle. So I gotta just first off start by saying this. I made a video a couple days ago praising Meghan Markle and saying that her new Netflix show about homemaking and cooking and DIYs, I loved. I also made it very clear that I have no clue any of the royal drama. I have not followed it. The only thing I know about Meghan is that she married Prince Harry and that they moved here. That's all I know, girl. I don't know anything else at all. And I've actually told you guys that I'm going to start really doing my research because obviously I have no idea. I'm literally only judging her off of the Netflix show. That's it. I know nothing else about her, but I'm learning things. I'm learning things, and I will share with you guys everything I've learned so far because I am definitely going to be spilling the royal tea, but it's going to take me some time to really kind of educate myself first. So I did want to start off by that, okay? Because I saw your comments saying, Sebastian, prepare to be bamboozled. Prepare. It seems like a lot of people do not like her, and they all have one thing in common, that they say that she is fake, and that what I saw on that show is really not her. But I'm educating myself, girl, okay? So listen, there's a new article that I found so interesting because she is supposedly trying to start this lifestyle brand, okay? The reason I watched the show is because I love Martha Stewart. I love shows about homemaking, about DIYs, cooking, recipes. It's like comfort TV for me. Pamela Anderson also has this wonderful show on Netflix, and it's about like redoing her home and just anything to do with gardens and stuff. So I saw Meghan Markle and I was like, oh my God, love. Watched it really without knowing anything about her and completely fell in love with her because in the show, it's like Mary Poppins. She's Mary Poppins, right? But like low-key Mary Poppins. So I was so shocked and surprised when I saw some of your guys' comments. But anyways, so let's read this article together. It says, Meghan Markle's lifestyle range will finally be on the market in just a few weeks. However, don't expect to see the organic jam the Duchess of Sussex sent to celebrity pals. Let's talk about this jam. She loves making jams. And best friend, when I tell you that I went out to buy blackberries to do a jam, and then I forgot I was going to do the jam and ate the blackberries. So I got to go back to the supermarket and buy blackberries. And blackberries are not cheap, bitch. Okay, but I am going to do a jam. It says here, you know what? Oh, preserves. She makes preserves and jams. What if I make like 5 preserves or jams and send it to you guys? What if we do that? Would you be interested in that? I'll have to do some testing first. I need to make sure they taste good, but maybe I'll send it to like 5 of you guys if you want. Anyways, it says instead, one branding expert said to anticipate a much more commercial fruit spread version of the jam Markle originally produced from her garden for her range. As ever, the Duchess confirmed, I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam. It's part of her move to grow a billion-dollar business and take on her frenemies, including Gwyneth Paltrow and Martha Stewart. It also follows months of shenanigans behind the scenes. This week, Markle also launched a Shop My Site filled with her favorite clothes. In muted Markle shades of taupe, blue, and gray, alongside the makeup selection she used for her 2018 wedding and her friend's hair care products. The page noted that some products may contain commissionable links, meaning Markle could receive a percentage of sales. Not to mention, she will debut her new podcast. Girl, another podcast. Bitch, everybody has podcasts. Everybody has podcasts. Good to know, Sebastian. Good to know. It also says here that her new podcast is called Confessions of a Female Founder with Meghan, all about building a billion-dollar business. This new boss lady approach will certainly be needed if Prince Harry is to build upon his role as a global statesman, especially in a week when he was forced to step down from his beloved African charity, Sentable. Page 6 reached out to Sussex rep for comment, but they did not reply to that. But Markle's move from royal to influencer has not been without its pitfalls. Multiple sources say that they described precisely what happened in the run-up to the launch of Markle's Netflix lifestyle show With Love, Meghan. Just weeks before the series debuted, the mom of two announced she was changing the name of her brand from American Riviera Orchid to As Ever, aiming a string of trademarks. It also says she later admitted to tons of twists and turns when building her business, even with the name. One Hollywood source noted that Meghan has never said it was trademark issue. She has never said those words out loud. She won't admit fault. As she will say is that she was parallel patenting those two names all along. She acts as if nothing is wrong when everything around her is in chaos. Markle's lifestyle plan was to take on Gwyneth Paltrow and Martha Stewart. It was going to be her own business, but she didn't want to work with investors, and she didn't want to spend any money to build it, claimed an industry insider. A source says that she was already in development with Netflix before any discussions began about collaborating on consumer goods. Under the umbrella of Aero, Markle trademarked a host of products from fruit spreads to dog biscuits. She was set to use Aero. All the labels were printed, and then somebody had to tell her, you can't use this trademark. It was while the show was being made, and it was too late to stop everything. That's why the products weren't ready in time for the air date. Asked if Markle has reacted to the headlines the brand changes have garnered, the insider replied she is capable of throwing a fit. She always wants to hear a rose-tinted version. Markle was going to announce the new brand name when the show aired. Of course, that would have been everything because that would have given it great promotion, and what more freaking promo do you need than a Netflix show? You could watch her making all these products and then you can buy them. It would have been perfect. Markle was going to announce the brand when the show aired, but decided to announce it in February when it started to leak, releasing her own glossy video saying she had the second name all along. She has absolutely thrown herself into As Ever with gusto. The Duchess is in every single meeting and is dedicated to her products. It's not like she's slapping her name on Smuckers. With Love, Meghan, which is no longer the Netflix top 10, will return in the fall for a second season. Quote, we're a passive partner in Meghan's company and it's a big discovery model for us right now, Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos told Verity this month. As for why Markle was the right person to bet on, I think Meghan is underestimated in terms of her influence on culture. When we dropped the trailer for Harry and Meghan, the shoes she was wearing sold out all over the world. The Hermes blanket that was on the chair behind her sold out everywhere in the world. People are fascinated with Meghan Markle. She and Harry are overly dismissed. It seems that Markle is learning publicity tricks from a master. Amid rumors of a rift with Gwyneth Paltrow, you guys saw that video that Gwyneth did with Meghan Markle? If you didn't, girl, check this out.
I genuinely do not understand this at all whatsoever. Do you understand this?
Now listen, when it comes to influence, when it comes to, I don't know much about Meghan Markle, but I do know a lot about how to build a brand. Well, I mean, I've seen it. A lot of celebrities do it. Because there's already so much hate against Meghan, right? And this is one of the things that I saw when the show first aired. I saw that she was being overly criticized because everything seemed to be very like unrealistic and not down to earth. Like it was sort of like, what is that thing called? Out of touch, right? And out of touch, out of reality. And when I saw the show, and I explained this in my previous video, I was like, but I saw her being so down to earth and so nice and so this. And now, after when I'm reading about the drama behind the scenes and I'm seeing people's comments, I'm starting to gather that they're really trying to reinvent her persona. Because my first ever, impression of Meghan Markle was this show. It was just this show. I've never seen a documentary. I've never seen anything before about her. I never really even paid attention to the headlines. Obviously, I saw her wedding, but I never saw anything else. So when I see this, I'm like, okay, what they're trying to do is they're trying, of course, to build a billion-dollar empire. They're trying to make her seem more likable, more relatable, more down to earth, and they're trying to kind of clear out the negativity and change people's perception of her. And if it seems too forced, it's never going to work. And I think that's sort of what people are arguing right now, is that after watching her show, it's obvious to them that this is sort of like a publicity stunt and a reinventing of your persona. So, for example, when I saw her show, she was very I thought she was very relatable, saying like, not everyone has a huge garden, but you can go to Trader Joe's, you can go to your farmer's market, you could go here. And I really love that, because when I see these shows, it's things that I probably can never afford, but I still love watching it, because you should always strive for the best, and you should always visualize yourself doing huge things, right? Never settle. Always think and dream big. That's my opinion. And so watching her being relatable, I was like, oh my God. But now questioning whether or not this is real. And now seeing that there's this huge business coming from this, from her reinventing the podcast, the pet snacks, the jams, the this and the that, the clothing, all of these things. I'm just like, okay, is this just for money, or is this really who you are? I'm going to still educate myself, but what do you all think about all of this? Let me know in the comments below. I'm also watching their documentary, Harry and Meghan, or Meghan and Harry, on Netflix. And it's really like, if you didn't know anything about the drama with the royal, like me, like with the royal family, I would be like, oh my God, Meghan is a hero. Like Meghan, she survived so much, because obviously it's being told with their narrative, with their side of things. So it's all very confusing, but I'm educating myself. So very soon, maybe in a couple of weeks, I'll have like a huge breakdown and I'll know everything about it. But for now, I am just kind of going step by step. So what do you all think about her reinventing herself? Do you think this is a show? Do you think that she's being real? Let me know in the comments. And I just wanted to wish you all a beautiful and healthy, safe week. I love you very, very much. And if you're interested in one of my messy jams, let me know in the comments below. Messy preserves. I want to do it, girl. I'm 5 of you are going to get them if you want them. Let me know. Love you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.